I was making coffee when the sky split open. Not thunder. Thunder would have been familiar, but a sound like stone breaking under pressure, like a mountain deciding it had waited long enough. Light poured through my ceiling, gold and blinding, and the walls peeled away as if reality were only paper thin. Before I could scream, hands seized my wrists. They were warm, impossibly strong, smelling of smoke, metal, and crushed leaves. Hermes hovered in front of me, wings twitching at his ankles, grin too casual for the situation. "Try not to panic," he said. "Or do, it won't change anything." We rose through the air, my apartment shrinking into a toy version of itself, my city folding away beneath clouds. Wind roared past my ears, but I didn't feel cold. I felt chosen, and not in a comforting way, more like prey singled out from a herd. Olympus emerged from the clouds like a memory humanity had tried to forget. Towers of white stone gleamed under an eternal sun. The air itself felt heavy with attention. Every step echoed, even my thoughts. Zeus stood at the center, lightning crawling lazily around his fingers. Hera's gaze pinned me in place before I could even look away. Athena watched silently, eyes calculating as if she were already memorizing every possible version of me. "You're mortal," Zeus said, stating it like an accusation. "Temporary, fragile. Which makes you valuable," Athena added. They told me the gods were not dead, but weakening. Belief had thinned. Stories had softened them into metaphors, costumes, trivia questions. The world no longer feared or needed them the way it once had. "We require a reminder," Hera said. "A living witness," I argued, I begged. I said I had a life, a job, people who would notice I was gone. Ares laughed. "They always say that. They dragged me through places no human was meant to see." I stood on the edge of the river Lethe, its waters humming with forgetting, felt memories tug at me like hands underwater. I watched the fates weave threads that pulsed with birth and betrayal. Endings nodded before beginnings were even understood. Hades regarded me quietly with a respect that terrified me more than Zeus's thunder. "You'll return," he said, "but you won't be untouched." When I was finally dropped back into my kitchen, the coffee was still warm. The ceiling was intact. The sky was blue and innocent. But I wasn't. Sometimes, when I speak too passionately or write too vividly, the air feels heavier. Sometimes lightning flickers on clear days. Sometimes I dream of marble halls and burning eyes. They didn't take me to punish me. They took me so I would remember. And now every time I tell this story, I know I'm keeping the gods alive.